This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire. The human postponer. They were the master of one phrase. I'll circle back on that. But 3 months later, you are the one doing all their work and wondering how big that circle is. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can take the hiring load off your plate by automating the hiring busy work from the initial job post to scheduling interviews. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
And you already know that things don't work out the way they're supposed to?
Yeah.
These are the plaintiffs, Christine and Brittany Daniels. Christine says she hired the defendant's limo company to provide a limousine on prom night for her daughter, and the guy never showed up. Her daughter was standing there in her gown in tears. The defendant can't go around treating people like garbage. He has a bad attitude, and they're still steaming mad almost 6 months later. They're suing for $5,000 for pain and suffering and last-minute expenses incurred. This is the defendant, John Hayes. He says he was very, very sorry and apologetic, but the car he had en route broke down on the side of the road, and it being the busiest night of the year, he was stuck, and so was she. He offered her a free night on the town another day. He has no control over mechanical issues like this, and would like to state again to the prom girl how sorry he is, but owe them $5,000 over it? Ha! He's accused of pooping out on prom night.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Christine and Brittany Daniels?
Yes.
Who's Christine?
Yes.
That's mom?
Yes.
And daughter? Oh my
Yep.
gosh, you're like sisters. You're suing Johnny's Hollywood Limousine Incorporated and Social Lights Limousine, represented here by John Hayes?
Yes.
Okay. For $5,000, $250 of it a deposit that they refused to return, and the rest of it for pain and suffering. What happened?
Well, it started on March 2nd. We called and hired him for a 10-passenger limo for prom night for June 21st of the same year. On June 14th, 1 week before the prom, I called him to give him the specifics and get everything ready. And he told me that a 10-passenger limo is not really for 10 passengers because the driver counts. So I was.
It's a prom.
So I was.
You think somebody was going
yes.
dateless?
Yes. So I was forced to upgrade to a limo that would hold the 10 kids. Fine. There was 1 week left. I had no choice. The price was very good. I have no problem with the price. So we upgraded, and then he informed.
And you had to pay extra.
Yes, I did, but whatever. So then he informed me it worked out for him anyway because he had another job for the limo, the original limo, in Smithtown. So it worked out for him and.
Wait, because he was farming this out?
Yeah.
Yes, he subcontracted it out.
Okay.
So all is well and fine. Prom night comes, she puts on her gown, all her friends meet at the pickup place. 6 p.m., she got excited. They were supposed to pick up at 6:15. She called the driver.
To make sure that he was coming on time.
And the driver said, didn't John...
How old are you?
I'm 18.
And you already know that things don't work out the way they're supposed to?
Yeah.
Well,
Unfortunately, I called the limo driver to make sure he was coming on time. Everybody was there. I was sort of in charge of everything. And he said, John didn't call you? And I said, no, John gave me your number. And he said, my transmission blew at 4:30. John was supposed to make other arrangements. And I never got a call from John. At that point, I started crying hysterically. And he hung up, and my mom attempted to call John from 5 or 6 different numbers. He wouldn't answer the phone. Finally answered, got in touch with her, found out that it was her, and hung up on her.
Hung up on you?
Yes, he
on that
did.
night, repeatedly from different numbers.
And then he said, I'll call you back in 2 minutes. He didn't call back. I mean, it was a nightmare. So we put the kids in a minivan and
At
sent
7
them to
o'clock,
Crest
which is
Hollow
when
Country
my prom
Club.
started.
Your prom started at 7, so you got
it was
into the
40 minutes
minivan
away
at
on-
7, and it was how many miles away?
It was 40 minutes away on the Long
40
Island Expressway.
So you missed
in
the
rush
first
hour.
40 minutes of your
Oh, she
prom?
I
missed
missed
the
my
fir-
cocktail hour, as
missed-
well as my professional pictures. At my prom.
How late did you get to the prom?
I got there 7:50, and then I had to go through security, and all 10 of us had to check in. We went in minivan.
You all packed in the minivan?
Yeah, we had no other choice.
Well,
Several people
then-
didn't have seatbelts, right?
Yes.
And in all fairness, then I spoke with John again, but the kids were already on the road, and he said, well, I'll send the stretch limo. First of all, they're already there. They're gone. And then it was only for 8 kids. What do you expect me to do with the last 2 kids? So it was impossible. And the 23rd, I spoke with him. I said, so I want my deposit back, and I want these kids to have a free night out. That's what I want. He said, I can only do 8 kids. Well, how am I supposed to choose which 2 kids it's okay for and which 8 get to go? Because mine's going. But, who are the other ones going to be? So it wasn't an option. Then we went away on vacation. When I still never heard from John, never got my deposit back, nothing. I emailed him. He never responded. His partner office, which is Social Lights Limo.
Which is also on your invoice, right?
Which is also on my
Who
invoice.
owns Social Lights Limo?
It's my wife.
Oh, that's your wife? That's the wife who's sending the emails?
Well,
Oh, your wife is sick of you. Okay, go ahead. Let me see those emails from Social.
This is everything.
Is your wife here with you?
Contracts.
Is your wife here with you?
No.
She refused to come?
No, she just couldn't make
Those
it.
are all.
It was just a nightmare, and it was one thing after another. They didn't return the deposit. They knew this was, when he booked it in March, he knew this was going to happen.
This
A
is
pretty big
Mireya.
party.
Mireya's your wife?
Yes.
This is Mireya from Social Lights Limousine, the partner office. I just got this email from the junk folder and found out about the problem with the prom. I apologize for causing and ruining your daughter's prom. There is no excuse for how John handled that day and not informing me about it. I'm very sorry it even happened. Please email back or call John to arrange a refund or to set up a time to meet John to give you your deposit back. I am sorry for all the inconvenience and the bad moment you and yours had to endure on such a special day. What happened?
I got a TLC driver from Queens with shoulder pictures.
What's TLC, the company?
Taxi and Limousine Commission.
Okay.
That had to be the right car for that prom because it was
Okay.
in Nassau County, and could fit 12 people.
Okay.
Insured
This
for
is the
12 to
contract.
14.
Okay.
Okay. She had 10. She said, fine. For a little bit more, I said, that driver wants a deposit.
This is the type of car.
That's the exact car.
That was supposedly the exact
Did he
car
send
that-
it to you?
No, we never saw the
No,
car
how did you
anyway.
get these pictures?
He sent those.
He sent them to
emailed
you?
those.
Okay, go
I
on.
have his in my
Okay,
computer.
now
I
this
sent
is,
it.
you were subbing this to another
Right,
company.
because we didn't have any cars.
Right,
It was
and
all
then-
sold out that night.
Go on.
It's sold out for months. The driver was on his way. He had a transmission problem. He overheated. He called the limo builder. I gave him, one of a mechanic.
What time did this vehicle break down?
It broke down around, her pickup was going to be around 6-ish. So he's leaving from Queens, so he left early, I guess around 4-ish.
Okay.
I was also working.
Why in 2 hours had you not alerted them that there was a problem?
I don't know if he called them first or me. I was also doing a prom myself. I had pictures. It was a very busy day. I drove also.
Well, then you took on more business than you can handle.
No.
And that's bad for you.
No,
what do
it
you
isn't.
mean?
No, it isn't.
Why in 2 hours, when the guy gave you notice that
I
there
was
was a
making
problem,
calls.
do you stop it? Do you not let them know so they can say, give us back our $250, we'll leave here at 6:15 in the van and we won't miss our cocktail hour and we won't miss our, why? Why wouldn't you do that?
She was calling me. I was making calls to a lot of places.
You
to
had
try
2 hours.
I know, but because it was the busiest day, which I didn't plan.
Which then you call her and tell.
I
See,
was
here's a
working on it.
problem.
I was working
You're
on it.
still trying to keep the fare, and you're still trying to find somebody to sub it to. And you're still trying to find, because this is what you guys do, okay? So if somebody has a drop-off at such and such a time, maybe they can do this, pick up 2, squeeze it in, move it around. I know what you're doing, but That's for your benefit. And you know who you're hurting while you're doing that? All those kids who ended up missing their entire cocktail. You don't do cocktails.
It's
their
like
entire.
outside.
What do you guys call it?
It's a cocktail. It's called that from the place, but
They're
it's like
fake
it's
cocktails.
outside with
Yeah,
like
the outside part, the pictures, the whole. You made them miss their prom. This is your senior prom?
my only prom.
Your
We don't-
only prom.
I know.
Why? Because why? So you could still keep your 250?
No, because she
Why
wanted me to.
wouldn't you listen to my question? Because I have a very basic human need to hear something now that doesn't continue to make me think that you're the louse you look like right now. Just tell me why at 4:30 when you know there's a problem and this guy tells her, oh my God, John didn't call you. Why wouldn't you call them, give them a heads up and let them know?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I told him I was trying because that's what I do. Like you said, I tried.
Why did you?
I
what
tried to
time
bail
did you
out the
call,
situation.
Stop it! What time did you call them? You didn't. They called
was-
you
yeah,
and
they
got
called-
you on the phone.
'Cause I knew
and
the
you're
dr-
trying to fix it.
I'm trying to fix
at
it.
6 something.
No, not that late. No, I tried tirelessly to try and get a replacement vehicle, and I did have one. They had just left or whatever. They wanted to decide to pack into the van, and
right.
I had to
what
escalate.
time? Answer the question. The next words out of your mouth need to be a time. What time was that other vehicle going to get to her house?
It would be there probably around. Could have probably got to them by 7:30.
Which means that
A
they
half
would have
hour
gotten
late, and then to the prom
to
an
the
hour
prom
late.
No. They were already an hour
No,
late
the
by
prom
leaving
starts
at 7.
No, the prom started at 7.
That's right. And when they left at 7, they ended up missing the entire quote cocktail hour
right.
and pictures.
But-
So they would have been even later, another
we
half
would've-
hour
right.
later.
So we would've-
Why is that within reason?
No, we would have got him there,
Why didn't you
and we would
return
have gave him the
Can I
time
just
on the
ask you a
end.
question? Why didn't you return the 250?
After all this, because then we talked about the next day. I said I will. We couldn't agree on. She wanted a night on the town plus that, and that's not fair. The whole problem is
It doesn't
a night
matter
on
if
the
you
town.
stop.
No, because I
stop,
wanted to.
Stop. What planet would you be able to keep the 250? Do
I
you
understand.
feel that you can keep the 250?
No, I don't think. I
Then
could
why
keep it.
didn't you refund the 250?
Right,
And then
because-
she could sue you for whatever else she thinks
No,
freebie you
because
should
I
have thrown
wanted
in.
I wanted to release this of either that, one or the other. That's why we're in court, because she wanted both.
See, that's the exactly. That's
I don't think she should have both.
That is exactly right.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, does she get $5 grand, or does she get just say the cost of the limo? What do you think?
She should get the cost of the limo, that's it. She's being a little selfish asking for $5,000.
Well, but she's never going to have a prom again unless she flunks school, right?
Yeah, I mean, prom's like a one-time, lifetime thing. Like,
Oh, really? How old are you?
I'm 28.
Who did you take to the prom, remember?
I didn't get my prom.
Oh, that's why you're so upset.
Yeah, like, this is a one-time thing. You don't get this all the time. You need your prom.
I feel bad for this guy. Okay. What do you think?
I think she just should get compensated for the money that she lost.
Oh, you know what? I can't even hear after this guy going inside the courtroom.
You wanted to hold that 250 hostage.
No.
Yes, you did, to a release. All right? And you don't have that right. That's not your 250. You breached the contract. You're in this mess because you didn't refund the 250. If you had refunded the 250, she would have lost her steam and walked on. Hey.
I didn't want
All
to
right,
I
now
never
how are
asked
you
her for a
figure?
release.
Just stop. How do you figure you're entitled to $5 grand? What's that about?
Well, you know what? I didn't know a figure. But what I do know is her prom night was destroyed. Her friends wouldn't speak
Okay,
to her.
hold on. Wait, no, go on. Her prom night was destroyed. Her friends wouldn't speak to her.
Friends were so mad at her that they didn't get to go in the limo. They didn't speak to her the whole prom night. She was in a minivan to her only prom.
Sweetheart, just stop.
Go ahead.
Did your friends not speak to you?
They
and
still
blame
don't
you?
speak to me.
Are you serious?
I didn't say it wasn't
Your
childish.
friends are jerks. You need to get a better class of friends. And you also need to get a spine and toughen up. Show me the picture of the minivan. Because you guys are smiling in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So where is it that everyone's all upset? And
there's
prom
one-
is ruined and everything else. Are you just hamming it up so you can make more money?
No.
There's,
That's what it
you
feels
can call
like.
my friends.
No,
There-
listen,
there's-
listen. I was with you until this
Friends.
display because I think it's grotesque. But I am very disturbed that either you're hamming it up or you are surrounded by nasty, not nice people. And you seem sort of on the ball, so I cannot imagine you would surround yourself with those kind of people, okay? So, first of all, into life, lemons will come, and the job is yours to make them into lemonade. You've got a great story associated with your prom. You ended up on people's court. You're gonna end up winning. But lucky for you, I don't believe that show, because if I thought that it was true that you're, oh, my life is ruined, my friends are like that, I really would think that your mother needs to send you to therapy, not college. Okie dokie. But what are you entitled to? How much was a prom ticket?
$105.
I'm going to order you to pay back the $250, which you had zero right to keep. I'm going to order you to pay her the price of the ticket of the prom that she paid, $105. And I'm also going to order you to pay another $200 for her troubles for having to come to court and sue you when you have a defenseless claim, absolutely defenseless, to having returned the $250. That's my verdict. They sum total judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $555.
Well, first out of the courtroom was the limo guy. Come on over here, the defendant, losing this case and not looking too good in the process.
Yeah, well, like I said, we offered a replacement one, and that says that in the contract. She signed it. Things happen. And I felt bad. That's why I wanted to give her.
Did you bite off more business than you could chew that night?
Well,
the busiest night of the year?
Yeah, I probably did.
What's your wife going to say when she finds out what happened in here?
Nah, she'll be all right with it. She agreed with me. She thought I was going to win this case.
Yeah, but you didn't. All right, head right down this way. Oh, say, come on in here and step up a little bit. You satisfied with what you come out with here?
I am.
You sued for a lot more than you wound up with.
I just found it was very deliberate. I think he knowingly did it, and that's...
You think you'll be popular again when you get back and your friends all find out you won the case on the People's Court?
Maybe a little bit, but it was still a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
You gonna welcome them back, or you gonna get new friends?
I'll take her advice and not welcome them back.
Okay, over to Harvey.
Okay, in a sense, the additional money was punitive damages because the guy was kind of underhanded. I didn't get my prom. And that'll do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This summer, say I do.
I am marrying a stranger.
Like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts.
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name is Paul Brunson.
More couples.
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
And more surprises.
Or maybe not. Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight, now streaming. New episodes Thursdays, only on Peacock. Meet Timothy. Because this is radio, you can't see Timothy. You can't see that Timothy has eczema. And you can't see that he's sliding down a slip and slide with his big brother. You see, Timothy's on Dupixent, dupilumab. It helps control his moderate to severe eczema when prescription topical therapies aren't enough. And because this is radio, you can't see Timothy's clearer skin or how he's itching less. But kids as young as 6 months can see for themselves how Dupixent helps heal their skin from within and get ahead of their eczema. And it's not a cream, steroid, or immunosuppressant. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent helps your child feel the heal. Ask your child's eczema specialist, visit Dupixent.com, or call 1-844-DUPIXENT.
This is the plaintiff, Rudolph Lukes. He says he was driving down the road one day, minding his own business, and all of a sudden, next thing he knows, out of the clear blue sky, a horse lands on his car and smashes his windshield. To make matters worse, the cops and the crowd all went to see if the horse was okay. No one checked on him. The defendant owns the horse that galloped away, and he's suing the local yokel for the $4,176.33 he's owed. This is the defendant, Charles Ludrowski. He says he couldn't believe it when he was coming home from the movies and saw there'd been an accident on the expressway and that one of his 2 horses was involved. There was an investigation, and it was determined his fence was adequate to contain the horses. Therefore, it was the horse's own fault he got out. He's accused of having no horse sense.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Rudolph Lukes, you are suing Charles Ludrowski?
Yes.
Okay, for $4,176.33 in damages that you say you have sustained because of an accident that happened that you say was his fault. Tell me what happened.
I was out at Riverhead Raceway on a Saturday night and left there about 10 o'clock. I got on the Long Island Expressway, put the cruise control on. All of a sudden, oh crap, there's a deer. And I start slowing down, and it turned out to be a horse. And there were 2 horses.
In the middle of what kind of road?
They were right on the Long Island Expressway.
Oh my goodness.
They were on the shoulder. So I start slowing down, and the horses start moving. I'm like, he's not going to run in front of me. And the horse ran in front of me, and I hit him. I slammed on the brakes. I skidded. The horse, I must have knocked him off his legs, and he landed on my hood, rolled over the windshield, over the roof of the car, and then got up and walked away.
Not a scratch on him?
Well, maybe a little scratch, but not much.
How's the horse? You got a big smile, so I assume the horse was fine?
He's living.
He's living large, apparently, because he gets to... The horse's curfew is apparently a little better than my children's. Tell me what's going on.
We were at the movies, my wife and I. We were coming back home on the expressway, the LIE, which is like 55 miles an hour or more. You know, nobody does the speed limit. Well, anyway, we noticed after our exit was blocked, the whole expressway was blocked by police. So I said, oh my God, it must be a bad accident. And we get off the expressway, and we live not far from there. And we went home, and if you have horses or any type of livestock, you usually go check it when you leave the house or be gone for a while. Sure enough, I looked in the backyard, and the gate is open.
The gate is open.
The gate was like jarred open.
Not destroyed, but open.
Yeah, it was. Yes.
But does your horse have opposable digits? Like, how did your horse open the gate? What kind of gate?
He's pretty resolvent. He's pretty. Yeah.
Well, how did it open the gate?
I don't know.
Why do you have a gate a horse can open?
He did push it open.
Yep.
He pushed it open. It was bent. Kind of one of the walls was broken. Of the gate, I gave it to the insurance company.
Oh, how'd that work out?
They all, well, we were going to settle it privately, and we couldn't come to a price agreement. And we did then decide to go to the insurance company.
Uh-huh.
The insurance company looked at my fence, the barn, all the facilities, and checked everything out, and they decided it wasn't my fault. And they denied his claim.
Whose fault is it?
That's what I said. They said it was the horse's fault.
What insurance company do you have?
State Farm.
No, State Farm did not do that.
I have a letter from them saying...
Get out of here.
I swear to God.
There's no such animal. Pardon the pun. Give me that letter from State Farm. Either you possess a gate that contains an animal, or you do not possess a gate that contains the animal. And the proof is in the fact that the animal's cha-chaing down the Long Island Expressway. I'm sorry.
That's quite
That's just ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. I mean, seriously, didn't you think it was ridiculous? Because you've got a Cheshire Cat grin on. I mean, you have to know this is ridiculous.
It's not
going to be his fault. He's the only guy I know whose fault it isn't. What did the police do? What did they say? How did that go?
I was actually a little upset with the police because the deputy, the sheriff's steward, they closed the expressway. There had to be 15 or 20 of them there. And not one of them came over to see if I was okay. They all went over to the horse.
Yeah.
The poor horse, the pretty horse. Finally, I yelled across the highway, all 6 lanes, "Hey!" And one of them came over. I said, "What about me? I'm covered with broken glass." And oh, you okay? Well, yeah, thanks for asking. Well, we knew you were. You don't know who was in these cars. There were like 6 people standing there. They had, so I was a little upset that nobody came to check on me.
Let me see pictures of your car. And let me see the estimates for repair. You're driving a 1995 what?
Toyota Avalon.
Okay, why are you asking for $4,000? That's my first question.
Well, the book value of the car at the time was around $3,000.
And then it's been in storage I had to pay, and the estimate was crazy. There's like 6,000 repairs.
Let me see proof that you paid for storage. Where was it stored?
At the muffler shop. That's where I had it towed. I usually take my vehicles there to get repaired.
Yeah, but usually it takes a few days to figure out this is a total loss, which is what you're suing for. So why would you have 66 days of storage?
Because he wouldn't give me a receipt unless I paid him.
Okay, do you have proof that you paid it?
Yeah, right there.
Why would you have it there 66 days? Why so long?
Because I expected his insurance company to come give me my money and take the car away.
Right.
And then they denied it. And now what do I do? I'm like, I don't want to get rid of the car.
Where do you get that the Blue Book values $3,000?
I got that on Kelly Blue Book.
What model did you drive?
Avalon.
What? Be more specific.
Do
you have the title to it?
Yes.
May I see it? Because the difference is that your Blue Book has an XLS.
I don't know if that's on the title.
It should be. Oh my goodness. Horse hit the windshield?
He rolled over I hit him on the hood, and he just rolled over the windshield halfway through, over the roof and off the side.
And why is it a total loss?
Because it's like $6,000 to fix a $3,000 car.
Right.
Your Honor, may I say something?
I live for the moment.
So if a horse gets out of a gate somehow and the horse lands on the driver's windshield, is the horse owner responsible for the broken windshield?
I think he's probably responsible for that horse forever. I'd say you have to.
So whatever the horse does, the owner's responsible.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Even if he doesn't know how the gate opened.
I think he's probably responsible for the gate and the horse.
What do you think?
I think the insurance company has.
The insurance company wouldn't pay, though. That's the thing here. You get the final word, sir.
I think that he's definitely responsible for that horse and always will be.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
Can I see those photographs?
Yeah.
And she can look at the photographs of the horse if she wants to.
Would you like to see the photos of the horse, Your Honor?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I would. I want to see I want to see the horse that did this damage to this car
And survived.
and walked away with like
minor scratches.
Yeah,
Not
very
even.
little,
Right.
very little damage on him.
very little damage on the horse, but there's going to be some damage to your pocket in a second.
Which is a good thing. But
It is a good thing.
The thing is, I have to say,
It is a good thing, and frankly, after I rule and damage your pocket, you should go back to State Farm and ask them what are they thinking, because I've been a State Farm customer all my life, and I'm very surprised to have seen that letter. I don't know how else you do the math. If the gate has to be sturdy enough that a horse can't go through it. If the horse did, by definition, then you didn't contain your animal. I mean, that's it's
Well, may I also say, Your Honor, is that this car was placed at his friend's shop. It's a friend of his.
Yeah.
And when I went to look at the car, which was probably a couple of days right after the accident, I was thinking about buying it and giving it to my daughter, fixing it up because it didn't look that bad. It needed a windshield, it needed a hood, and actually his friend had a person there who does body work who used to work there, came and gave me an estimate of the car.
Okay.
Anywhere from $750 to $1,000 to fix the car, hood, windshield, headlights.
Do you have that in writing?
No, I do not.
Did they tell you that it would be $1,000 to fix?
Anybody can make a car drivable again, but that's not what I had. I mean, the car has dents in the roof now and the doors. All of that wouldn't have been fixed for $700 or $1,000.
But did they tell you they would fix it for $1,000?
No.
Your Honor?
No, we're done.
I mean, I don't want to drive a half crashed up car, with a blue fender and a green fender and a purple hood, for $700.
No, I mean, I think the 6,000 estimate is bloated.
Oh.
I do think that. But I also think that it's probably a total loss because I'm valuing the car at less than he is. So I find that you are at fault. I find in favor of the plaintiff for the following. The $150 tow fee. Did your friend charge you for storage? The $990? Because he says it was at a friend's. Why would the friend have charged you $990? What kind of friend is that? You need to keep a better class of friends.
Well, somebody who came out on a Sunday,
Do you have a canceled check?
No, I paid cash.
I feel funny about that. I got to tell you. So I'm going to do what we call a little rough justice here. I am going to find in favor of the plaintiff. I'm going to limit his damages to what I think is reasonable, and what I think is reasonable is $2,700. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Well, I don't know about State Farm, but the plaintiff certainly collected here. So what's your reaction to losing this case?
Well, I feel like the judge voted right, that I did not have the defense right. You shouldn't have been able to get out as my responsibility.
Yeah, so you do feel responsible. How shocked were you when that letter came in saying...
I was shocked. I didn't know how to react. That's why I had a picture of the horse with a hat on and a tie. I was trying to present him
Why
properly.
didn't you give him... Why'd you make him drag you to court? You could have given him some bucks, offered him, you know,
I did.
right?
I
an
did.
amount,
That was the whole thing I was trying to say to the judge, is that I did offer him to fix the car completely the way it would be drivable and fine, and he wanted a money.
Well, you got the fence fixed up? The horses don't get out anymore?
No, they don't.
Head right around the corner that way, okay? All right, so congratulations on winning your case. What's your feeling here if the judge sees it your way?
I didn't see how she couldn't see it my way. I mean, you know, horses aren't allowed on the expressway.
Right, well, that's true.
I'm satisfied.
Not for about 100 years or so.
Right.
They were at one time. But, hey, nobody asked you how you were? How were you?
I was okay. I had some broken glass in my shoes, so I was limping a little till I shook them out. But, you know, the police didn't know who was in that car. I think somebody should have came and looked.
Well, we're glad you're all right. Okay.
Okay, so here's the deal. If the horse was properly fenced in, if the fence was secure, and some third party comes along who has nothing to do with the defendant and opens the gate, then I think the defendant would have an argument that he's not responsible. Simply not the case here. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Enjoy complimentary access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection and apply to find out your welcome offer, which could be as high as 300,000 membership rewards points. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Welcome offers vary, and you may not be eligible for an offer. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
This is the plaintiff, Eunice Magnus. She says she hired the defendant to remodel her two-car garage, paid him, then the guy went poof and disappeared. She chased him down, and he finally showed up to finish the job, but it looked like a mess because everything was really uneven. Bottom line, she needs to repair the job and is suing the defendant for the amount it's going to cost her, $500. This is the defendant, Tommy Davis. He says the plaintiff kept adding things onto the original job they agreed to, and she became quite demanding. When he told her he needed more money for the add-ons, she told him she was going to get her family from New York City to take care of him, if you know what that means. This woman's crazy. He finished the job, and that's that. He's accused of letting a lady down.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Eunice Magnus?
Yes.
You are suing TDR Construction, represented here by Tommy Davis. You're the owner?
Yes.
Okay. For $500, the amount that you say it's going to cost you to repair what you say was bad work on his part. Tell me what happened.
Yes. On April the 13th, before April the 13th, a friend of mine introduced me to Mr. Davis. And on the 13th, he came to the house. I showed him what needs to be done. And I told him that I hired this other gentleman to do the job for $1,900.
That's who you refer in the complaint to as the Mexican. Okay. You had got an estimate from the Mexican. And the Mexican's estimate was how much? $1,900?
$1,900. But
okay.
then
But the Mexican had a condition to the $1,900, and what was that?
For me to provide him with jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken?
Yes.
Why? How did he come up with that?
Because I do jerk chicken for friends.
Okay.
And
did you sell it?
Well, I just
Sometimes.
started selling it.
Okay, so apparently he's tasted it.
Yes, he tasted it.
And it's really good.
Yes, ma'am.
It's good.
It is good. You can ask Mr. Davis.
Where's it from? Well, no, I don't want to ask Mr. Davis. Why don't you bring any?
Because
where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Okay. But you like jerk chicken. All right. And
Well,
all right.
on
And
the jerk
so
chicken,
then
then
you
I
meet
would-
him, and he's willing to do it for
he said he would beat that price.
Okay.
And he charged $1,700.
And no jerk chicken.
No jerk chicken.
Because that was before you had tasted it.
That's
right.
Right. Okay.
But he said he would use my garage on his flyers, the before and after picture. And I would introduce him to other people for him to do the work. So that's why he was charging $1,700.
Okay, they would take a picture of your garage and use it on
On his
flyers
flyer.
to advertise, and
Right.
you would
And
expect
then
you
I
to
would-
send him business. All right, so you struck up a deal with him. Do you put it in writing?
No, I've been asking him for a contract, and
Well,
every
then
day
just
no.
don't, then don't start. If somebody's going to do construction on your house, doesn't give you a contract, then just don't start. But in any event, he starts.
He started
And what
the
is
job.
the $1,700 to do? I'll have to just take each of your words for it and hope you agree, since there's no written contract. Go ahead.
He's supposed to do the ceiling and the siding. He should eliminate 2 windows and put in a new window in the back of the garage.
Do you agree that that was the scope of the work? Oh, look at that. Look at that. What do you say was the scope of the work?
I was going to do the roof and the siding.
What's the roof? The ceiling or the roof?
The roof on the garage.
Did you
I have
mean the
pictures.
roof?
I have
The
photos.
ceiling.
The ceiling is the inside. The roof is the outside.
The roof.
The roof. You did
Yes.
mean the roof. The roof and the sidings. What about the windows?
Right. No, the windows I done for free just to help her out because she
so
said
you
she
agree you
didn't
were
have
going to
any
do
money.
them, but that was just going to be for free.
Right.
But so did you end up doing the windows or
I
no?
did the windows. I did a whole lot of extra. I did facing. I did around the top of the garage where she never has to paint again. I did a lot of different things for her for free.
Okay, but she seems to be pretty unhappy with your work.
Well, she was loving my work. She said, "You does excellent work until I get these phone calls."
Why don't you have a contract with her specifying what it is you're supposed to do? If she's under the impression that all this other stuff is included, wouldn't a contract be a really good idea about
Well,
this?
I always write contracts. Like I'll show you one of those. I always write contracts.
I don't
but
want to see
by-
a contract in another case. I want to understand why you didn't do one in this case.
Well, with her, we became friends, and my mother came over visiting with her. They became real good friends.
Did you taste
and
the chicken? Is that
I
what
taste the chicken too. I taste the chicken. It was really good.
Okay, you said you two are friends. Would you make him sign a contract with you if he did work in your house?
I would definitely make him sign a
Why is that?
contract. Just in case he doesn't abide by what we want. We don't have any
Friends are friends, business is business.
Exactly.
Got your point. Going inside the courtroom.
All right, listen. She's unhappy with your work. At one point, the police are actually called to the
Yes.
job site. That
Yes.
doesn't sound like things are going swimmingly. Who calls the police? Why?
He didn't finish the job, and he was asking for more money. And I told him I'm not going to pay him until the job is finished. He was out there cursing, saying he's going to tear down the garage if he didn't get more money. So I was afraid of my life plus my daughter's life.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter is 32, but she has the ability of 9 years old.
I'm sorry. Okay.
So I had to call the police. The police came, and we went over what happened. And of course, the police asked him for the contract. And they said they cannot do anything because there's no contract. So he asked Mr. Thomas to write a contract.
And so did he?
He wrote a contract.
And did you give him more money?
I gave him $250 because he promised he would come back on Friday, which he did. But the job was not finished. He was rushing to go to a dinner, and he said he would come back.
What didn't he finish?
He didn't finish the siding, which he said he would tear off. He didn't
What do
finish.
you mean? He didn't finish it, meaning he didn't fix something that you brought to his attention?
Right. He was supposed.
What was it that you had brought to his attention?
It wasn't aligned properly.
Okay. Do you have pictures?
Yes, ma'am.
May I see it? What else didn't he do?
And the window, it's not cut properly. Like it's a blind person put that capping on.
I believe the way you said it in your complaint was, it's like Stevie Wonder did it. Is that correct? You're just like the model of political correctness. Okay, so go on. Do you have pictures of that? Yeah, show me all your pictures.
Zero.
So she pays you the last payment.
Yes.
So you think you're done. When do you get the phone call from her?
Oh, I mean, I got phone calls through the whole job. Like the window was not part of the agreement at all. I did the windows for free. I have pictures that the
When
job.
the cops made you write a contract, you included the word windows. So I don't know.
They did not make me write it. I decided to write it myself.
Even
They
worse,
said-
then when you decided to write a contract, the day the cops came, you wrote the word windows as part of the contract.
Right, I would finish the windows for her, which I did. I finished everything. I have pictures. She wanted more than expected for $1,100.
Should have gone with the Mexican, huh?
Your Honor,
Just
I'm
would have had
sorry,
to
every
cook a
day.
little chicken. What's this? That's an arm inside of what?
The window.
That's the window, but what, I mean, the window has glass. What is that? Oh, that's the glass? You're pushing the glass with your hand?
Right, because it wasn't.
Yeah, but how does the glass not fall down and shatter? I don't understand what's going
It's
on.
not a glass, it's a plexiglass.
So it's attached on the top and not the bottom?
Right, ma'am.
And then what is that? That's where the siding meets and shouldn't be like that?
Right. That's where Stevie Wonder did the job.
Okay, all right. And then these are your fingers inside of siding that doesn't meet?
Yes, ma'am. And that's the job he did, the wonderful job.
You have an estimate to repair, what's this picture supposed to show me?
The siding is not aligned properly.
Oh, meaning that it doesn't
They're
go
not
like this, it goes like
they're
that?
like this.
Yeah. Why couldn't you just align these so that they were visually...
Siding is not aligned. You don't line siding.
Why
up.
wouldn't you
Siding
align
is
siding so
staggered.
that... Wait a second, stop. Why wouldn't you, if you have a choice, because it's the same height on both sides, have these meet so that visually you won't see that like that? Why would you choose not to have... Do you understand what I'm saying? No.
You just throw them with two sides. How
this-
that doesn't match that the same length. You know what I mean? They're not matching at that corner.
They were matching.
But they're not matching in the picture. What do you think she did? Took all of it down, put it wrong so that she could sue you for it and then get it right again? Like you...
Probably so.
Oh, come on.
Look at my pictures. Those are my after pictures.
Those are his?
That's how the garage looked.
Your pictures are the same as hers. There's nothing different about the pictures. But I'm more concerned about, like, the patch job around the windows where her fingers can stick in and the plexiglass moving. Why is that happening?
That's the way her window was before we started, and that's the way it was when we left, because we do not do windows. We don't do
I
glass.
thought you were
we don't do glass.
I understand you don't do glass, but why should the plexiglass move? If I can do that, I can reach into her garage.
That's the way it was when we got there, Your Honor.
Well, she doesn't want it to be the way it was when you got
That
there.
was
She
not
wants-
in the agreement.
But it is in the agreement in your own
No,
handwriting.
the windows, to remove the windows. I
That's
removed
not
the
what
window
you wrote.
on.
You didn't write remove the
I
windows.
removed the window on the north side and the south side, and two in the
Mr.
back.
Davis, this cannot be your best work. You say that you can get it repaired for $500. I'm going to rule in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $500.
Well, the judge rules that the chicken was better than the construction.
Yeah, I guess so.
So why didn't you do better work then?
Well, we did good work for her. She complained about the window. We're not a glass company.
I know.
We removed
Were you
what
too-
we did. What we did. What
Were
we
you
supposed to
too
do.
full to work? I mean, usually
Well,
you
she
work
did
better when you're
feed.
hungry.
She did feed us.
You work better when you're hungry,
She did
though, right?
feed us, and I told her not to feed my workers because they wouldn't sit down afterwards.
Well, there you go. That's kind of an indictment right there.
That's right.
All right, do you miss the chicken?
I do miss the chicken. I'll get some more.
All right, right down there, okay? All right, come on in here. So the judge rules your way. Step on in here. You satisfied how this comes out here? What are your thoughts here?
Yes, it's okay.
What about his work? I mean,
Oh my God, I wouldn't want him to be near my property anymore.
you're maybe making a mistake by feeding the workers before they work.
That's my biggest mistake, but I like to cook.
Uh-huh. How about after they finish the job?
I like to feed people. That's the thing. I just like to feed people.
All right, let's go to Harvey.
And when you write that contract, make sure you write down the scope of the work. If you don't, you're asking for trouble.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, 0 tears.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.